There's weird virtual signaling going on. I don't care for it. So like there is this like, oh, like it should be about the content, not about the personal brand. Like, and why is everyone listening to Michael Saylor and the room is so full that you can't even get a standing place if he's speaking. And if someone else is speaking, like the room is like half empty. Like they, he's not saying something drastically important. He's not saying something like, wow, like there's other talks that probably are like even more interesting. So it's like, why is he getting people literally lining up for hours and to take a picture with him, to talk with him, to bounce ideas off, like all of those things. And nobody's doing it for some other people that don't have a personal brand, that might have a even more interesting view. And so it's a nice idea that like it just counts to like how well the thing is that you're saying, but the personal brand is the thing that actually gets people to listen. That actually gets people. If it would be that easy to like, oh yeah, like if you say something valuable, like it just gets distributed. That would be amazing. But then AI would be a lot, then everyone would just listen to AI podcasts and AI things. And maybe we get to the point, I don't know. It could be that they're getting really good and personal brand doesn't matter that much. Like I'm not claiming that like this has to like shake out like that, because as we said also before, a horse seller couldn't imagine a car driving itself because he couldn't even imagine a car, and driving itself was just like ridiculous thing to think about. But then again, I think people will always connect with people, and the connection that two people have between each other is very special. That doesn't have to be like, it sounds romantic, but like doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be any type of relationship that you have between two people. Michael Saylor and one of his biggest fans. Like that's a relationship that's not romantic at all, hopefully, but it's a very special one because he feels very connected to him. Maybe Michael Saylor, because of his advice, he got him a lot of money. Maybe Michael Saylor said, like he sometimes also talks about philosophy, having a mission, or all of those. Maybe something like that touched him so well that he started his own thing and like he found a new kind of way of life. So it's like, and Michael Saylor might not even know him. And the other guy is like, oh, like he's like a god for me. And so those are kind of special kind of connections, special kind of things that don't really have anything to do with the content. Everything that Michael Saylor is saying, you can read in a book. Why is nobody reading those books, but everyone lining up to make a picture with Michael Saylor? And so saying like, oh, it doesn't matter, like it's a surely like influencer, like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but you're also the guy that lines up in to make a picture of Michael Saylor. It's like choose what, what you believe in. So it's a bunch of virtual signaling and like, yeah, it's not important. It's not that. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, why is Kim Kardashian launching a makeup brand and has billions or like millions in sales on the first day? Is it really better than the other makeup? I don't think so. It's because she is Kim Kardashian. I think Selena Gomez also launched her makeup brand. There's like a bunch of influencers that launched a makeup brand. Why are people buying that stuff? Is it really the best makeup? Is it because people feel connected to Kim Kardashian, Selena Gomez, and those influencers and those singers? And like, she's not doing anything special. She's like singing a song. What is special about that? It's a human connection, because someone might connect that song of, let's say, Selena Gomez with, I don't know, the first time they did something special, or they connected with a friend, or like they connected with a feeling, or they connected with a very good or very bad time in their life. And then they see the makeup brand and they feel so connected because of that moment, because of that singing. They're like, I have to get it. Why are people buying perfume from Cristiano Ronaldo? He's not a expert in perfumes. He's not a perfume guy, but people are crazy lining up for that. He can sell whatever the fuck he wants because he's Cristiano Ronaldo. And so people that say personal brands don't matter, it's just influencer shit, they don't understand the human psychology, and they just, yeah. So I would be very direct to them and saying like about how humans work. And it's fine. Like you don't have to be a personal brand. Like I'm not saying like everyone has to be a personal brand. I'm saying everyone is a personal brand, if you know it or not. Like whatever you do, you have branding around yourself. Your son sees you, how your friend sees you, how your dad sees you, how anyone in your environment directly sees you. That's the branding of you. That's the image that you carry. And then you also have an online personal brand. Like that's the offline one, how people see you in offline and real, and then the online one. And if you enter your name on Google and there's nothing coming up, that's also personal brand. You're saying something with that. You're saying, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be heard and that says something. And some people like it. Some people will like you more if they don't find anything about you. Some people will ignore you and will like you less if they don't find anything about you. And so it's a thing. Like, let's make this example. Let's see that. I haven't done it in a while, actually. I'm kind of curious now. Let's Google you and me and see what's coming up, because I think it's a very, very interesting thing for personal branding. Let's check that out. Do you see that now? Yeah. No, I've been in. I'm a private browser, so like there's nothing from me or anything in there. Might still be uh, weird, but let's check it out. Yeah, I get of course the Google things. Like that's the first page. I've worked very hard. Like if you Google me like 3 years ago, there's like nothing coming. And now you Google me and you're like, oh, Robin Seyr. He actually gets like a Google kind of a small thing. He's like, oh, BTC Prague. You can click on there. Oh, apparently he's a speaker at like Bitcoin Prague. There's something. Oh, he had Michael Saylor on. He was on that podcast. Oh, he has his own website. You can click on that. Like you can see things. You can spend some time. Like there's this is kind of your like CV, like your, how should I say it? The thing that people see the first time online. And now people say, oh, like nobody's Googling anymore, but AI is looking at that. If you're asking, hey, who's Robin Seyr at AI? I mean, I don't really am able to do that because my AI obviously knows me. So it would be funny. I've never asked any AI that is not mine to like who's me, but that's your personal brand. And you see like, oh, he's also LinkedIn, LSZ, like you see key account engineer, you see basically what I did before the Bitcoin thing. So you can literally like go down and see a lot of it. Like the whole first side is just me. That is also, gosh, the second side is also just me. Great. I haven't done that in a while. So it's actually interesting to see. And now we could do the same thing for you. We can do the same thing for other people. Just like going through the exercise of seeing like what is actually like showing up when you Google yourself. That's your online personal brand. So like you can make the test of like, does AI know anything about you? Does Google know anything about you? If you go on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, like what pops up if you type in your own name? All of that combined is your online personal brand. And if you don't have anything, that's also brand. Like that says also something about you. And so I would encourage people to be aware of that. But it's fine if you people don't choose to do that. But don't argue that you don't have a personal brand, or don't argue that it's not important, because clearly people care about the human connection. If you're saying personal brand doesn't matter, you're essentially saying human connection doesn't matter, which is a fine take if you want to argue that. But I would argue against that all day long. Where should we do it? I mean, you're also pushing the Orange Peel podcast, so I feel like we should Orange Peel podcast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's so. If you just Google this, there's apparently like a Canadian politician. Um, I think that's her, but it's a little bit differently written, but it still comes up even though if I write your things. So that's a I have it really easy because there's no other Robin Seyr. There's literally like I couldn't find anyone. Even when I didn't had Google, so like I didn't have to do a lot of like Google search optimization because I think I'm literally the only one. I think maybe there's a second one that doesn't believe in personal branding that much as me. But if you then go ahead and say Orange Peel podcast next to your name, then you pop up and then you have then you also see, for example, oh, that's interesting. So, for example, that speaker engagement for you in Bitcoin Las Vegas didn't show up with just Nikki Sharma, but it showed up with Orange Peel podcast. So, as you grow your podcast, as you grow your personal brand, I think all of those things will pop up. And going from this to having that card can take like 1 year, 1.5 years. Like this can go quicker than you actually think it goes. So it's a you would you might be surprised how fast you get there and how easy it was to get that. Actually, it was I once Googled myself and then there was like something coming up with like Robin Seyr on the side. And I was like, can I claim that? And then I claimed it. Then I had to verify myself with Google. And then I actually like had that thing. And so it was fun. Uh it's a it's a small metric, a small test that you can make how far your personal brand is already doing, how good it's already doing. But you're doing already good because I can actually look you up and I can already see things from you. Um, but yeah, you definitely have competition for your name. I think people think they have to be something else that they are. They're trying to portray a picture of them that they think is cool. They think that will resonate with people. And actually, just being yourself and working on being the most interesting version of yourself constantly is the game. So, I mean, there are three different routes you can get famous and the three different things that you can lean in towards being famous. The first one is kind of the being interesting, smart, intelligent, like just like a thinker in the space. That's kind of the first way of how to establish a strong personal brand. The second one is the entertainment sector. It's like, are you funny? Like you just go on stage and you make people laugh. You're like a comedian, you make skits, like all of those things. The third one is probably the least interesting one and the one that is also getting extremely hard now, especially with AI. It's the beauty space, like you being hot space. This like and it's almost like you need something else with it because especially with AI. There's like space is just so flooded with models now. So it's like that's a very hard space, and I think it's just that I think a very sad space also. But I don't try to judge. So if you also look at the most successful podcasters, most of them are actually comedians. Joe Rogan is a comedian. Theo Vaughn is a comedian, and they are entertaining. So like being smart, like super smart, and being able to convey a message, which I think is my only chance. I think I'm not funny. I think I'm not that attractive. So I have to kind of lean I have to research a lot. I have to read a lot. I have to write a lot to be the most interesting version of myself. Like, for example, Elon Musk, like he is in the interesting category. He's a thought leader and he has a lot of competence and all of that. That's all like the category one. He's not funny. Like, yeah, sometimes he says something that is hilarious and I think it's funny, but it's only funny because he's Elon Musk. If some normal person would say what he says, people would be like kind of, he's weird. Like he's not funny. He's just funny because the context of Elon Musk. Attractive, I think, not a woman, but like I don't think he's falling in that category at all, but I might be wrong. And so there is that interesting category, which is really, really powerful. It's also just so people know, I think the category where you can get the fastest way to money, the fastest way to making a living out of that, and also the easiest way to keep on going in that way to keep on making money with that in an easy way. The second one is just like I think you can learn to be funny. I think you can learn how to do stand-up comedian. It's just not my thing. It's so hard to make people laugh. It's not my specialty. But the third thing is obviously, I think, just like sad to objectify a human being. But yeah, it's also a route potentially people could go down to. So the best thing, and I've never seen a person that does that. A person that is extremely attractive, extremely funny, and extremely smart. So like that would be like the super GAU, like the massive thing. I couldn't think about a single person that fits all those three categories, like objectively. But yeah, I forgot how I got here, but that's the three ways that I think about, like how you can make it successful as a personal brand. And most personal brands are in the first category because it's the easiest ones to be an interesting personality. And how you grow in there is actually really hard because you have to be an interesting personality, someone that has a track record. So people actually believe him when he says something. If Elon Musk says by 2030, XYZ will happen with AI, a lot of people believe that. If I say that, the same thing, like word for word, the same thing, like a few people might believe me, but a very, very, like way less people even consider it and even hear me. And if then a person that has no internet presence whatsoever says that, nobody cares. Nobody even hears him. And so the context really matters. If Elon Musk is posting, I'm shitting right now on the toilet, and I just thought about how cool it would be to have a TV in my toilet. Like I don't know, like it's like a ridiculous example. This tweet would get millions of likes, retweets. It's hilarious. It's funny. If I do the same thing, people will be what did you take, Rob? Like, it's a weird tweet. Like, it's like, what the heck? If someone does it with a whole new Twitter channel with like 0 subscribers, nobody, 0 people will see that tweet. And so the context matters, the credibility matters, building companies, building intellectual property, building books, content, a track record is very important for that first category. So you actually doing something people are impressed by. Like for me, it's the microseed a little bit and having 800 podcast episodes and doing that for an extended period of time gives me a certain credibility and a certain allowance of talking to people. That's why some people started listening to me, because I built a track record and I built some credibility. And the longer I do that, the more I build, the more people will listen to me. If I build the next strategy, the next strike, the next Coinbase, and Coinbase might be a bad example, the next river, more people will take me serious, more people will listen to me. If I write not 0 books, but 1, 2, 3 books, more people will take me seriously. And so like all of those things kind of stack on top of each other, and you have to build very hard. And unfortunately, we are in a space where you have to build very hard right now to reap the rewards in 1, 2, 5, 6 years. I'm writing on a book in like a year. I didn't get a single euro for that. Nothing. There's no benefit so far that I got from that. But potentially, I might sell 1,000 books, and then I have a horrible return on my investment, because per hour it's probably like almost nothing that I got for that. If I sell 10,000 books, oh yeah, I got a decent chunk of money and I got a decent return on my investment. If it's the next Bitcoin standard and I'm selling over 1 million copies, like I made a killing for that book. So like if you think about, I've put in maybe in total like 500 or like 700 hours in that book. If I make 1,000 euros with that whole book, I made like €1 20 cents per hour. That's like not a really good return on the investment. If I make $1 million, $2 million bucks, it's like, oh shit, like you really make money per hour. And so that's a little bit the way I'm thinking about personal branding. You put in a lot of energy and a lot of time and resources, and you might get something in 2, 3, 5 years. You might never get it. That's entrepreneurship. That's content creation. That's having a personal brand. It's hard. If it pays off, it's amazing. Everyone will call you lucky and wants to be your friend all of a sudden. But before that, it's hard, and you never know if you really have a payoff. And that's the cool thing. I feel like that's why so few people actually do it. Thank you for watching this video. This was only a snippet of the podcast. And if you want to watch the full episode and get all of the context of this episode, you can click right here or here. Oh, maybe also here.